Hi there. Wishing whoever is listening to this message today a very happy new year, and hopefully it's an amazing one for your twin flame journey. This is another timeless message for the collective, and the topic I wanted to kind of cover today is, can you fast track union with your divine counterpart on the twin flame journey? And the answer to that is yes. Yes, you can. Definitely you can. And the way that you want to go about it is just following some simple and basic steps, which I'm going to cover as part of this message. A huge part of the problem on the twin flame journey that most twin flames are experiencing today is not having the accurate information that they need in order to complete the twin flame journey. We have so much information available out there on the internet now based on hearsay, people that aren't twin flames, those that are wanting to be twin flames, think they're in twin flame, just projecting all of this information that is really just causing a lot of misinformation. And therefore, twin flames that are trying to seek the answers on what to do, how to progress on this journey, just aren't getting the information that they need when they need it. So the intention that I have through my channel is to be able to cut through all of that for whoever gets my messages, to kind of just be able to focus on what they need, how to grow, and how to get to that. If union is what you're seeking, then union. However, this journey is much, much, much greater than union with your divine counterpart. That is just part of the prize. So if you are clear on what you need to do and you can do it consistently, you will be able to speed up your journey to union. Hands down, no questions about it. You will get there. I will say, with those that have the correct information, I have seen individuals complete this journey and come into union with their divine counterpart within 1 to 2 years if they are doing it correctly. So definitely you can fast track your union. So how do we really fast track union and ensure that we're not just spinning in the same little circle over and over, repeating the same cycle? It all starts with stopping the outpouring of that energy, of your own energy, into the external world by stalking your twin flame, looking at what they're doing in the 3D, if they are with somebody else, another significant other partner, looking at how that's going for them, if they're going to break up with them, if you are listening to readings, if you are listening to a lot of time is being spent on your phone scrolling through texts, and it doesn't just have to be related to twin flames, but you're spending a lot of time just scrolling through social media, on social media itself, watching YouTube. That's all time and energy that you can rake back in and apply it to this journey. The more consistently you're able to do that and apply your energy on the inner self, you will be able to speed track this. Now, let me kind of break this down a little bit in terms of steps you'll need to take. And I kind of just want to give you a little analogy of doing a mountain climb. So if you can take a look at this journey as, let's say, your destination point is the peak of that mountain that you're trying to climb, and that is your twin flame journey, and coming into union with your divine counterpart is your goal, then think about all of these stops that you may potentially take. So let's say you were climbing Mount Everest. If you took several stops to get to the top of Mount Everest, and you wanted to take a food break, you wanted to take a water break, you were spending a lot of time thinking about your doubts and fears, let's say it was your first climb, and just taking pauses to say, can I do this? Will I be able to do this? Let me look down. Oh my God, it's so scary looking down. And then looking at other climbers that are doing the same climb to say, why is he going faster than me? Why is so-and-so going slower than me? That's a lot of wasted time and energy. Rather, if you just kept your eye on the prize and kept going consistently to the top of the mountain, you would for sure get there faster than anything else. So the more you can focus on your target, the faster this journey could be for you. Okay, so what are some of the steps that you really need to focus on in terms of speeding up this journey for yourself? First and foremost, you want to cut off all contact with your twin flame. This means letting go of any messages that you have from them that you go back to time to just interpret what they were saying to you, what they meant when they said that. You wish you could have said this to them when they said that to you. Thinking about previous conversations with them, contemplating where they are, what they're doing, looking at their social media. You gotta let all that go. Clear your phone, clear your messages, clear any pictures that you have that you go back to. If there's any songs that remind you of them, get rid of those. Do not listen to them. Do not sit in that energy. Remember to shift anything on the outside in your 3D world. The shift needs to happen internally first. If you can change yourself on the inside, the outside will change. However, if you stay in the same stagnant energy, nothing will shift. There's a famous quote by Jim Rohn that says, "For things to change, you have to first change." And that is exactly what applies to the twin flame journey. You cannot put the anticipation and expectation for change on your twin flame if you yourself are not changing anything in your current situation. You cannot expect your mirror that's outside of you to do anything different. The change has to come from within you first. So again, to quickly recap that, first and foremost, you're going to let your twin flame go completely. Cut off all contact, remove them from any conversation, any old conversations that you have with them. You got to let it go. A clear mind and a clean slate is key to your focus on your inward journey. So you need to let any external affiliations with your twin flame go. Secondly, you need to let go of any anticipation and expectation on this journey. Do not anchor yourself to a timeline. Do not wait for results to say, if this happens, I will go further. That is not what this journey is about. So let go of any timelines, any expectations of your milestones as whether or not you're going to progress on this journey. So you do not want to pin yourself to any progress in mind. Let it all go. You are just going to be in a state of flow, and that is all you can control in this moment. Number 3, you're going to do as much as you can to anchor yourself in the present moment. Now, if you read any previous texts that talk about stillness and having experienced enlightenment, individuals will tell you that you need to definitely be in the present moment in order to be one with the divine. If you are looking to the past, if you are looking to the future, you will not be able to still your mind. So you want to do as much as you can to bring yourself in the present moment. The next one is making sure that you build a practice of daily meditation. Now, if you're somebody that is a beginner to meditation, hasn't done this before, sitting still is going to be a bit of a challenge initially. So you can start off small, start off with 10 minutes, build that to 15 to 20, and keep building until you can possibly get to a minimum of 1 hour to 2 hours a day. Now, 2 hours doesn't have to be in one sitting. You can break that up into 2 sittings of 1 hour each if you'd like, but try to do that. To still your mind that is constantly running with multiple thoughts, and that's all it does. The mind keeps it very active and alert at all times, constantly giving you new thoughts to think about, old thoughts to think about, planning for the future. So to bring yourself into the present moment can be very difficult. So the longer that you can try to sit in meditation, the better you will get at it. It is in your moment of stillness that you can experience the divine and any enlightenment and spiritual experiences on the inside. So building silence is key. Along with the silence and stillness that you practice through meditation, you will be able to hear your inner soul's calling much louder and much greater, which will align you with where you need to go on this journey. And that means stepping into your mission, listening to the guidance that you're getting for your soul to improve your progress on this journey. Could be something as simple as your body will tell you that you need more water, you need to eat better, you need to go out for walks and spend time in nature. So all of these things come from when we try to turn that attention that we so randomly give out to the external world. When we draw that inwards, we start to listen to the calling of the soul and what it's really asking us to do. Remember, at the soul level, you are a limitless being. You were made in the image of the divine. You are a drop of the divine. So you have infinite potential. And unleash that potential, you need to bring that energy inward and that attention inward to the soul. The next one I will say is get rid of any distractions that you have. So if you are spending a lot of time binge watching TV, the news, remove all of those distractions from your day-to-day, because that's going to also help catapult you forward towards your inner stillness. If the fewer distractions that you have on the outside, the less your mind will be preoccupied with when it's trying to build momentum with stillness. You may think, okay, that's a lot of meditation. What are you recommending, lady? And so I would say it doesn't need to be all meditation, but you can build other healthy practices that are going to help cultivate that energy when you do sit in meditation and stillness. So for example, reading spiritual books, listening to sound frequencies that are going to help still your mind, calmer music. So if you're somebody who loves house, techno, rap, you might want to consider cutting all of that down and going to softer frequencies that are going to help your soul. The less lyrics you have, that will help your mind as well. So start to build in those practices, because remember, all of this is creating an environment for you so that when you do sit in stillness, you're able to naturally progress and listen to the sounds and the calling of your soul. The next one, and this is a big one, and I can tell you from my own experience, stepping out into nature was the most transformative step that I took to help me on my twin flame journey. I am somebody who was very much an introvert, absolutely hated being outdoors, loved my just regular 9 to 5, and didn't want to really go outside, for I was too exhausted from my 9 to 5 to really spend time to go out into nature and go for longer walks. By the end of my day, I didn't have energy to do all those things. However, as I progressed on my spiritual journey, I was called to step out and had to literally start creating a 10 to 15 minute walk, and then had to build that up to a 30-minute walk per day. But I will tell you that I am so glad that that happened, because there's a couple of things. Stepping out into nature, if you take a look at anybody that's gained a lot of spiritual progress, if you take a look at yogis, monks, why do they always recommend going out into nature? Because nature will give you a sense of stillness and being in the present moment that other places will not. You can very easily experience the present moment and the divine being out in nature. So you need to be able to step out and really appreciate the beauty. When you're out in nature, you're able to thank the Lord for so many things and show gratitude for so many things that sometimes you don't really necessarily do when you're just, within the confines of your own home, your work and your day-to-day, and just preoccupied with what's coming next. So that stillness that nature will give you is just unbelievable. And it is a huge step forward for your spiritual progress. I will also tell you that going out into nature personally allowed me to see colors that I hadn't before, and allowed me to appreciate sounds in nature of different types of birds getting louder and louder. And when you are evolving on your spiritual journey, you will know that you are making progress because you can hear the sounds you've never heard before. You can see colors you've never seen before. And that is a huge clue to you that something is changing within your internal progress, which you are now able to see in the 3D. So definitely step out into nature. If you're a twin flame listening to this, whether you've gone through the Kundalini awakening or not, remember that when Kundalini does come along, it will trigger you and speed up your progress like there's no tomorrow. So if you have not experienced this yet and you are just building this daily practice of meditation, getting through Kundalini and getting Kundalini to help you raise your consciousness to the third eye is going to be so easy for you. So definitely, if you can build a daily practice of meditation and follow these steps that I'm giving you here, even before your Kundalini awakening happens, you will be really appreciative when that does happen to you. So overall, I hope this message was helpful. It is intended to give you the very basic, bare minimum that you really need on the twin flame journey. If you can go on the inside, raise your consciousness to the third eye, and silence the mind and rise above the mind, you will be able to come into union with your divine counterpart. There is no doubt about it. Apart from that, I will also say that, again, I've mentioned it before, your divine counterpart is just a little fraction of this entire journey that you're a part of. You've been given a mission and an honor to be on this journey, which is so much greater, so much greater than just coming into union with your divine counterpart. As you evolve on this journey, you will be able to see that and really appreciate the twin flame journey for so much more than what it's worth and you've heard about, through other people. You will actually get to experience it and be thankful for this journey. I hope this message was helpful. Thank you so much for listening. God bless.